Hi there, it's Jan Marie Dorr of janmariedorr.com. And I want to say something to you today about launching a new program. I have a lot of my clients are in launch mode right now, so I wanted to give you some tips about that. And if you just bear with me one moment, I'm just going to share this into my group as well. I think I figured out how to do it. I know I was struggling earlier to do it. I haven't done a lot of lives, and it's all they don't make it easy to find it. I'm just on my phone wanting to share it into my group. Maybe I have to refresh the page. I got off and I had it all figured out how to do it. And just bear with me one moment. Say hi if you're here. And I'm just going to share this into my group. But that's interesting. It's not showing up yet. So, all right. And then you have to scroll down through. So I actually am, here I am. Okay, I'm live now. So what I want to do is share this into my group. I will do that now, and then I'm going to talk to you about launching, how to make it simpler. Okay, I think I found the link, share it in a group, and my coaches and change makers group. And okay, I'll just put join me live to learn how to launch. Okay, we'll do that. All right, and okay, and then go. Let's see if that worked. We'll find out. Only way you learn is by doing it. I think it's like, okay, so hopefully that is sharing now. If for some reason it's not, because I want to give you my tips on launching. I have a lot of women in my mastermind groups and private clients that are in launch mode, wanting to do a launch campaign to launch their new program or their online course or their group coaching program. Just trying to check to see if this actually, I guess I'll have to find out later. Let's do post. Okay, so this is posting. Hopefully that worked. I'll find out later. Anyway, let me give you my tips, and I'll just take my glasses off. So, yeah, the question has come up a lot lately about launching, and I know I've been teaching. I've taught, marketing for women coaches, women change makers. I call them women that have a professional service that they're providing, women that have a message and a mission, and you want to get up to bigger things in the world, help people change their lives. And, comes along, if you want to reach more people, the next obvious step, if you've been working one-on-one, is to offer a group of some sort. So a group program, or it could be an online course as well. But I'll talk mostly about group coaching programs is the one logical next step that a lot of coaches I work with want to take. They're working one-on-one, and then they want to get into group programs. So what I'm realizing is I've had a number of clients ask me about this recently, and in my mastermind groups, it's been coming up. And I've been following the old logic, the old wisdom that comes from a lot of the male marketers out there about there's a certain way to do your campaign and certain steps you have to follow and a certain number of emails, and the campaign has to be this long. It has to be 2 or 3 weeks long, whatever that is. And so I noticed last year I started changing my advice and just saying shorten your campaign, because the one thing people are buying when you're launching a group is they're buying your energy. So it's not just your it is your wisdom, your expertise, your content, but it's your energy, your passion, your enthusiasm. And you need to keep that high when you're launching a group program. So we used to do launches over about 3 weeks, but it is harder to keep the energy going, the high energy and the passion for that long. Maybe it starts to fizzle out. You love your program, but the idea of launching isn't as exciting. And so I know last year I started saying, okay, make your launches shorter. Maybe 10 days. It could even be 7 days. You can have a good launch in 7 days, and that way you can keep your energy high. So for women in particular, what I'm starting to say now is like throw out some of the old rules. There are no rules anymore, basically, and especially for women. What I teach is follow your intuition, follow your soul actually is guiding you to step up to that next level of visibility to help more people. And, your heart and soul know what to do. So the old launch formulas are coming from your head, from the logic, from the strategy. And strategy is important. I always think the first time you're doing something, it's maybe good to have a strategy try it once, see if it works. But then you can throw the strategy out the window, because what I teach women is get in touch with your intuition. We all have a divine purpose that we're following, and there is guidance available to you, which is much, much, much better than some marketer telling you what you should be doing. So trust your intuition, your guidance. I recommend a morning spiritual practice to my clients that I work with. And part of that is journaling. Maybe there's some meditation and visualization. You can mix and match the practices that you have, but to have that time, morning is usually the ideal time, really get in touch with yourself. So use that time to just ask for guidance about how should I do this launch? Even how many emails would be good for me to send? What am I excited about offering next? And what's the message I want to share with people? So for me, my message often comes from my morning practice, right after I've done my spiritual practice in the morning, and then I'm journaling, and that's where I like to get in touch with my message now. Now, it didn't used to be that way. I used to, from my head, sitting in front of my computer, following the launch process, say, what's the next email I need to send? It needs to be salesy and all of this. So really, for women now, I say right from your heart. Ideally, usually you're communicating several times a week when you're in launch mode, that it might be, 2 or 3 times a week while you're launching. So maybe it's over 2 weeks time. I do also recommend a live event of some sort that you're doing. I'll talk more about that in another, that's a whole detail, but something live that you're doing, and then a series of emails that go out. And so if you're launching a program, maybe it's over 30 days that you have a you're in your offer mode. So the first couple of weeks of that, you're just educating your audience. You're sending out some emails, doing some social media posts that relate to the program that you're offering, relate to the topic of that. And then you move into the launch mode where you open your registration for your program. And then that's when you ramp up your communication a little bit more. And that's when you'd want to do a live event. It's often good to do a live event to open registration, for instance, and have that early bird pricing. Those methods still work. The early pricing is a really effective one. The price goes up on Friday, and then Friday you send out 1 or 2 messages, and that's when you'll get most people signing up. People respond to that. So if you're following, so I know some of there's people that are known for launch formulas. I won't name names. If you're trying to follow that, I know one of my clients paid thousands of dollars to find out about this launch plan, and it's like way too complicated. Keep it really, really simple, especially for women. You're a heart-based woman entrepreneur. You have a service that you're offering. You want to help people change their lives. So when you're launching a program, really come from that place of connection, your heart, your soul, and ask for guidance, internal guidance. Ask your soul, ask your higher self, even the woman that you're stepping into, how would she like to launch the program? So that's how you want to do it, and keep it simple. If you notice it's getting overcomplicated, if you're feeling really stressed, because it's important, as I said, keep your energy high. So for women, even the self-care practices, getting enough rest. I go to yoga 4 or 5 times a week. I walk. I love walking in nature. That's so, so important to keep your energy up, because that's what, as I said earlier, that's what people are buying from you. It's not just your program, it's your energy. So you want to be high vibe, high energy, a certain amount of communication, but just find what's that right balance for you. There's no right answer. If you're really coming from your soul and your heart, it might be less communication that you need, because maybe in the old days when we were doing it all from our head on the strategy, maybe that's why we needed more emails, more salesy. And now I don't find that that's true. It's that real deep connection with your audience. And that's what's going to fill your program, fill your group, and that's how to do your launch. So keep it simple. That's my tip for today. And I'm going to be doing more lives. This is me starting to go live. I'm doing more videos as well. So I look forward to connecting with you again. Pop in any comments or questions below, and I'll check in, be sure to answer those. and we'll see you again next time. If you want to sign up right now, my website, janmariedor.com, is the best place to be notified right now. I've got a free offer there. You can sign up for my list to be notified when I'll be going live next. I've got some upcoming free training coming up on launching a group coaching program or an online course that's coming up soon. So get your name on my list. That's the best way to know. Or like my page, or join my Facebook group, coachesandchangemakers.com is where you can find us, free Facebook group. So, and then you'll be notified when I'm going live next, when I'm doing my free trainings that are coming up. So thanks for being here. It's Jan Marie Dore saying goodbye for now.